Hey everybody, my name is Chris and I'm a tutor here at Chegg.com. I mostly do math and a little bit of computer science, and in this video we're going to do an example involving the angle of elevation. So here we have from a point on level ground 95 feet from the base of a tower, the angle of elevation to the top of the tower is 47.9 degrees. Find the height of the tower to the nearest tenth of a foot. So for questions like this, what we pretty much always want to do is make a picture, because it's going to help things, it's going to help us out tremendously in figuring everything out. So we're told that a point on level ground 95 feet from the base of a tower. So let's go ahead and say, here's our point on level ground, and it's 95 feet from the base of a tower. So here is going to be our 95 feet. So 95. And then here's the base of our tower. So we're told that the angle of elevation to the top of the tower is 47.9 degrees. So here's our tower. So I'll just put the tower up here. So we got our little tower over here. And the angle of elevation to the top of the tower is 47.9 degrees. Okay, so what's the angle of elevation? Well, the angle of elevation from a point is pretty much, so here, this is flat ground, so that really makes a difference here. We have level ground. And the angle of elevation, which I'm going to call theta, is this angle right here. So basically, it's the angle that describes the how much elevation we have from the flat ground to the top of the tower here. So here's the ground, here's the top of a tower. Now the angle that this line of distance makes with the level ground is the angle of elevation. It essentially measures, just as the name implies, it measures how much elevation there is from the flat ground to the top of the tower. In terms of this angle here. All right, so because this is level ground and this is a tower, we can assume safely that this is a right angle. So then what we want to do is find the height of the tower to the nearest tenth of a foot. So in other words, we want to find this height right here. So let's go ahead and call it h. Okay, and we are also actually given that theta is 47.9 degrees. Okay, the angle of elevation to theta is 47.9 degrees. So let's go ahead and make that a little better. 47.9 degrees. All right, that's our angle of elevation. Now, this is a right triangle, so what sort of functions do we know that involve right triangles? Well, trig functions, of course. And what do we know? Do we know any trig functions that involve some angle that's right here? Let's use a different color. Any trig functions that involve the angle right here, a right angle, and this side opposite the angle, and this side adjacent to the angle. So here we have an angle. We want to figure out the side opposite the angle, and we know the side adjacent to the angle. Well, that should hopefully bring to mind the tangent function. So tangent of theta, well, since we have theta is 47.9 degrees, let's just use that. The tangent of 47.9 degrees is equal to h divided by 95. Okay, so tangent is opposite over adjacent. Here's our angle theta. The tangent of that is the opposite divided by the adjacent. Okay, tangent of this angle theta is opposite side divided by the adjacent side. So let's multiply both sides by 95. Then we have 95 times the tangent of 47.9 degrees equals h. So basically all we have to do is toss this expression into a calculator and simplify, evaluate, etc., and then we're going to get our h. So let's go ahead and see if we can pull up a calculator here. All right, here we have a calculator. So we want to evaluate the tangent of 47.9 degrees. So make sure that your calculator's in degrees, and then we want to find the tangent of that. So the tangent, tangent of 47.9 degrees is about 1.1067, etc., etc. And remember, we're multiplying this by 95. So that's going to be about 105. So what we see then is h is about 105.1. Remember, we're told to round to the nearest tenth of a foot. That's one decimal place. So we get h is about 105.1. Okay, so h is about 105.1 feet. All right, we do want to be thorough and make sure that we answer with our units in there. Okay, so problems involving angle of elevation usually come down to just right triangle type scenarios and just remembering maybe tangents or sines or cosines and things like that. So this has been an example of angle of elevation and using right triangle trigonometry to find the height of a tower. I hope you found this video helpful, and thank you for watching.